It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the London Black Knights and the Brooklyn Barons. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Brooklyn. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Y'all gonna be mad, but the whole time I was talking with my mic muted.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he can only manage to get a couple.
Hey, we got two. That's positive, y'all.
Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Lawrence will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost it.
That's how we gonna start it.
Defense will get their hands on it.
That's how we gonna start it.
And he's gonna bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Wow.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think.
The scrap fumbles for a touchdown.
And it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's complete right side to Kmet. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be
had the ball
inside
twice,
the 35.
ain't do nothing with it.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
All right, so I got to watch out for that. He's spreading me out a lot.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? Let's go now. The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Play action, Willis. Going up top. That's into it.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Much needed. Much needed.
At the 34-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
No time.
So no gain
No
on the
time.
play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he slips
let's
up
get a
past
first.
the 45
Let's get a
before being
first.
tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. In motion comes the tight end left.
Hey, stop. Hey, Oregon. Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence flushed out right.
Why? Why?
It's gonna be intercepted.
Why?
Darren Stingley picks it.
And that's
Why did he
this
stop?
defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
I don't know why he stopped.
Here we go.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Looking left side, and it's complete.
That was a good look.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Come on.
It's caught. Right
I'm there, but it won't even let me jump.
and they move this all the way down to the
Why couldn't jump, though?
second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was the turnover I really needed.
On EA Sports.
That was the turnover I really needed. I can't believe that. They just let it just zoom past my head.
Ready. Dragon 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now Willis to throw. And he is out of bounds here. He'll get
They
8
could have
on
gave
the
me the
field
fumble.
there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Willis on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Black Knights have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits.
Yeah, because I was there for that pick could have changed something around. We could have stopped some of this momentum,
Kickoff unit is
but
on the field, and they
nah.
will send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category,
So
but
I
in the yards
can't.
category.
I can't
See
throw.
if they can do better here on this drive. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Look at me.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Go, go.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this
Okay.
drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence rolling to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Ain't getting that
And
going.
this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good with their...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
He got up fast, didn't he?
He's up close to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Leo!
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Nowhere.
How?
He lost the football.
How?
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Complete, it's Dodson. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brings up 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
No pass interference, no nothing. Come on. I wasn't even trying to hike it anyway. I was trying to do my audibles, but I can't make no audibles.
Trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the intercept. He's got a man.
Yeah, I couldn't set it up.
Past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Willis now off of play action. Finding Williams once more, complete. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds
just standing there.
4 yards shy of the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration, because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Black Knights 21. Barons nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's just go with quick passes for now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
7 yards there and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now.
Very one-sided.
You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And they finally got him for a hold.
And this winds up a pickup of 2,
What?
2.5 to about the 39. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working.
Him not
He's
holding.
getting hit almost every snap. It felt like they had to try and keep him upright.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Lawrence going to keep this himself.
Good way to hold on to it.
17 yards, the pickup there.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't care how many times we say it.
We ain't got no time.
Watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust. And that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, knock it away.
On second down, a run with Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring
Only
up 3rd
4.
down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Lawrence. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence.
Chill. Chill, bro. Chill.
And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by
Chill,
forcing
bro.
an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hey, stand up! Hey, lock it!
A snap to Lawrence as he tips this forward. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Here we go!
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Yeah!
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
Come on.
His throw will be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense
Because I got to throw the jump super early because of the
earlier in the game.
this
and now
release so
this time,
slow.
An interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
Knights 28. Barons nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line. He's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go!
The offense now at the
Let's see.
ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it.
I'm shocked that wasn't
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Come on!
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the
So I'm going to have to try to get my offensive line right.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go,
The
man.
offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about it.
And that's
Yeah, he just outran him, huh?
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
25-yard line. They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They go play action with Lawrence. No,
come on, for real. I'm passing the ball. I'm throwing the pass
dangerous
button.
spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
I'm over here pressing pass.
But it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Lewis. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Cause I'm stuck. I might well throw in my second screen.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
19 light.
They go play action with Willis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Yeah, ain't nothing you can do with speed, man.
Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Black Knights have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
What is this? What is this?
No return here for Clemson.
What is this?
So it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40.
I did not want to call that. I got to quit.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Balaj.
Can we get a face mask? That's what it is? Oh, but we get hit with another hold.
They had stopped him for
This game is
anyway, so
funny.
that.
It's almost a good
That's
psychological
the only thing I
advantage,
could put
isn't it?
this
You created
game.
a penalty,
This game
and you
is funny.
still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Zappi on third and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against let alone put points up on the board.
Fourth down, here's Zampi. And incomplete on the deep ball. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Second and 6.
Come 19! Come 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Willis now off play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Black Knights get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Well,
team on the field now is
we all know what time it is now. Let's just go ahead and just burn time.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out.
Let's just burn time now.
As they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this.
Just be doing turnovers.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Turnovers and then the deep shots.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to
hold on to it.
Drive and then get out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Come on, let me call my play.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Off the fake, Zappe. And this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Zappe throws quickly and completes it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
Go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Come on, Hooker.
This is caught. And they are going to score.
I don't think he got
again.
any for it.
Another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to
That
down
was much needed.
16. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Looks like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Zappe from the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on second down. Zappi. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Complete to Antonio Gibson. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Okay, ready?
He's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me. And
That was a much needed score. That was like an ego score.
Extra point right down the middle.
But it ain't even that. It's just,
more respectable here.
I know I still got to get Trevor Lawrence up. I got to, because that thing just floats out there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Well, thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
a lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30.
Playbook, boy. And that's my fastest receiver. That's my fastest receiver. I mean, my fastest corner. That's just my fastest corner. And he's just getting
really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team,
ain't too much you can do when they just getting burnt like that.
There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Barron 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Come on, man.
Start the drive, but that one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Zappi working from the gun. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on, let me hike it.
Now they can't even get a play off. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And Zappi to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Ready, set.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Play action, Willis. He'll buy some time right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Xavier
It's
Howard
pretty
over that
evident that any
again.
blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns,
Go now.
and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
They go play action with Willis. He's airing it out for Williams.
Chill.
And
You won't let me get back
caught.
there.
Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
I can't believe this man just started torching like that. He was like, oh, y'all just too slow. And that's exactly how we played it. Like we was slower. Dang, is it messing up? He done broke the game. He done broke the screen. I was trying to play back, but then it stood me up. Then I got blocked. And since I was already so far behind, I just went ahead and went the short guy. But that was supposed to be my zone. I couldn't move. I couldn't get off the line fast enough. But it's fine. Bailey Zapp came in and just started playing, huh? Too bad Trevor couldn't do nothing. I think I just got to get his strength up. Trevor Lawrence. I don't know why it's acting up though. All right, so what's next? Got the packs. So 2 more user games for this season, and then finish it off with a computer game. That playoff picture. This ain't looking like our friend this year. But like I said, I'm trying to give us 3 years. Especially since everybody's pretty much taken. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it now. My screen acting up and everything, so yep. Until next time.